Hi guys, thank you very much for joining me for my brand new Caged Chords and Licks mini-series where I'm teaching how to take simple chord progressions and turning them into something special. So this week we're looking at a G, E minor, a C and a D, and I'm going to show you how we can use the CAGED system to make different shapes along the neck, use different scales and create something really beautiful. So it's all going to be in the context of a progression, which I'm going to show you in a second. The lesson is broken into two different parts. The second part is a little bit more advanced, and as it is such a long lesson, the first section you'll get here. The second part you can get via my app. You can download it in the description below, and you can access that there. It's going to be free this week. After that, it's going to be part of my membership. It's available on Google Play at the moment. It should be available on Apple later on this week. As soon as it is, I'll put the link in the description. Well, there's going to be a lot in the first section to get through. So let's have a little look at the progression, and then I'm going to break it down. So let's break this down one little phrase at a time. So the first thing we've got is our G connecting into our E minor chord. And what I'm doing here is I'm connecting G, a normal G, into the D minor shape for my E minor. Alright, when I've got the E note here, or any note you've got in the B string, we can then turn that into an E minor chord by using the D minor shape. D minor, D sharp, and E. And that fits really nicely when I use the G pentatonic. Also, you know, it's basically the same as the E blues scale. You've got which slides right into that shape, which is really nice. So the first little phrase goes like this. Okay, so basically we're stabbing, we're getting the bass note first in the G, a little stab, and then we're getting our middle finger from 2 on the G, sliding up to 4, 3 in the B, slide back down from 42 with our middle finger, and then pulling off again. And then pull off 2 to 0 on the D. If you watch my videos, you'll know I use this lick a lot. And then I'm going to slide my middle finger from 2 to 4 on the G, which again fits great into that little E minor triad. Alright. Okay, and again that's just 3, 5, 4. Then I'm going to embellish on top of that. Alright, I'm just going to strum down and put my pinky on the high E on 5. Then off again. Then get the G string. And then just climb up that. And then, after that, I'm going to get 5, the C note, on the 5th fret. So that's the G string on the 5th fret. Okay, and that's going to bring me in to my C chord. So again, we're just finding ways to go from G, E minor, C and D. So let's just recap very quickly on that. Alright, so that brings us on to the C chord. And the next two phrases go like this. Alright, so what we're doing here for the C and the D is we're using the A shape triad. Okay, so just like the A chord, I'm using 5, 5, 5 from the D string, and actually just part of this bigger bar chord, right? And the thing I love about this is you have shape 1 of the pentatonic scale on your doorstep when you are playing this shape. So shape 1, you might know like this. But when you focus on the C note, the major, it's basically, the way I think about it is A minor is C's evil twin. Every chord has one of them. And you have, if you focus on the major notes, the happy notes, you get the happy scale. The major scale, right? Or the major pentatonic, should I say. So that's very accessible for your fingers when you're barring that chord. You've also got the extension of that, sliding from 7 to 9. That little box there as well, which is what we're using for this phrase. Alright, so again we stab down on that C chord, and I'm going to slide from 7 to 9 on the G, 8 on the B, slide back down, then pull off to 5. And then pull off from 7 to 5 on the D. Alright, so again. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide into the D chord in the D major pentatonic by using this little Hendrix trick. I'm just going to take my third finger from 7, slide up to 9, and then stab down on my D chord, this time just barring the 7-7-7. Alright, so C, D. Okay. So again. And then I'm going to do a very similar thing, again, this time using the D major pentatonic. I'm going to, instead of get those notes, I'm going to use a double stop. So I'm going to take my middle finger on 8 on the B, my third finger on 9 on the G, and I'm going to slide them up, get that double stop, and then come back. And I'm going to pull off from 9 to 7 on the G, then 9 to 7 on the D, and then get my pinky onto 10 on the A. So let's just recap everything from the start. Alright guys, that's the end of the first section. You can get the second section in the app. Make sure you download it below, and I'll see you there.